Maybe you have 5 or 10 companies that are in that. Would you go online and take a look at who the board of directors are? Would you maybe take a look at those people and where they went to school? Would you maybe go on your LinkedIn profile and see of all the people that you know, where the spider web of LinkedIn that they show you, how far away are you from people, and figure out how to reach out to them in terms of networking. So I'll just tell you one of the stories I tell and some of my clients. A few of them are accountants, and they come to me and they say, so many people are doing their business now online, I'm running out of clients for my accounting business. So I say, well, how much networking do you do? So I say, well, 3 or 4 times a year I go to conferences. I say, oh, who attends those conferences? I say, other accountants. I say, oh, well, how much business do you get from other accountants? Oh, none. I say, so that's not really networking, that's catching up on software, the latest laws. I said, who are your ideal clients? Who are your referral sources? Networking means going where those people are. So who's a referral source for an accountant? Can anybody think of a referral source for an accountant?
I have a startup.
Startup. So that might be a lawyer that might help the startup person themselves, a financial advisor maybe. So you start thinking, who are my referral sources, who are my ideal clients, where do they go, what events do they attend, and that's where you go. You don't go to a place where there's a bunch of accountants, not to get business, maybe to learn and find out the latest tips and tricks, but you're not going to get referrals from other accountants. You might, but odds are you won't, and all the times they said to me, well, I don't really get business from accountants. So again, think that through. As you say to yourself, I'm going to do professional networking, who are you going to do it with? Now, is anyone right now in the stage of looking for a job, like actively looking for a job? Anyone? Okay. And maybe looking for an internship or thinking about an internship? Some others? Okay. I promise I won't tell anybody. Have you ever had a conversation with a family member or friend and said, hey, I'm looking for an internship, would you be able to help me? Or, Uncle Bill, I'm looking for a job, would you be able to help me? Has anyone had a conversation like that? Maybe the name's different.
Yeah.
You're not empowering anyone when you say something like that. Think about what empowering means. The person you're asking, as most of us in this room, we truly want to help each other. We really do. But if you say to somebody, I'm looking for a job, can they really help you? But if you say, I'm looking for a position as, what's your field?
Programming.
Programming. As a programmer in any specific industry? Okay. I'm looking for a job as a programmer in finance. Would you know anyone at, do you have any companies you're looking to work in?
Bank of America.
At Bank of America. So you have 3 companies. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. I'm looking to be a programmer. Now you've empowered them because they can think in their portfolio, their head, or on LinkedIn, or when they're out networking, this person that I met, or I just met, I can introduce, what's your name? Ariza. Nice to meet you, my friend. Good luck with that. So my point is that's an empowering statement. So you see the difference between I'm looking for a job versus I'm looking to be at, and name 3 to 5 companies. You could do that through a message on LinkedIn to somebody. You could do it through your family. You could do it through your friends. And the same thing for an internship. I'm looking for an internship as, did you raise your hand before?
Yeah, for internship?
Right. What kind of industry? What would you like to do? What is it that you would like to do?
Accounting.
Accounting? Any kind of company? Particularly? Size? Industry?
I really want to do like boutique firms. So.
Okay. So again, not I'm looking for an internship. I'm looking for an internship as an accountant in a smaller size boutique company. Now you're empowering people. So in how you language, in how you network, you can have people help you. So think of the classic multi-level marketing kind of things that you see where it's word of mouth. Why not have people help you? Isn't it the concept of Facebook, Twitter, and everything else? So why not have these kinds of communications be what helps you in your networking when you think about that. How we doing, okay? Making sense? So I'd like you to think about a couple of things having to do with networking. We talked about where to network, which is that accounting example. The whole thing about online's great. What I love about online is, once you know where to network, look up the networking event itself and see who the people are that are attending, and then look them up. I'm not suggesting you become a stalker. I'm suggesting you do research. Again, it's all in the language. Not that much difference between the two. One might be more illegal than the other. But we're looking at people and we're checking them out, depending on what is your agenda. So for like me, if I have a networking event that I'm attending, I'm looking up who's attending, and I'll have 5 people that I know that I want to meet in the crowd of 50 or 100. I'm going to figure out where those 5 people are. I'll get there early. I'll meet with the people that are putting the event together. I'll say, are these 5 people still coming? I have the list. It's on my phone. I actually have an iPhone, believe it or not. So I put it there, put it right in front of them. Obviously, I don't ask that right away. How are you doing? Thank you for inviting me. What a great venue you put together. But then I'll ask. And then I have them introduce me because I set it up. They're going to help me to meet them. So as we're interacting and the crowd's coming, they'll remember that I asked them and they'll make sure that we meet. So now I have somebody working for me. So just consider how this is all connected. We're going to talk about your intro in a second. How to dress. I didn't know how to dress today. But here's the deal. I can go like this, and I can take the tie off, and I can unbutton a button, and I'm casual. So my suggestion is, lady or men, overdress. Unless you know in advance, from speaking to someone that's running the event, how to dress. So take it into account. It's easier to overdress, to get that to look underdress, than the other way around. All right? And guys, unless it's a beach party, don't wear sandals. Just saying. What's your goal, and when do you arrive? So I think I just talked about those 2 things. Think about who you want to connect with, and always get there early. We talked about the business cards a little bit. It also has to do with distributing business cards. Now as students, do you have business cards? Everybody has a business card? Something to hand out to somebody? Don't need your photo on it. Even for people that are professionals, I say to them, unless you're in real estate or photography, it's your name, maybe what you're looking to do or what you do, maybe your LinkedIn, address, phone number, email address, preferably a Gmail or the @me or something like that, right? Something not a Hotmail or an AOL or something like that. Just a suggestion. All right, so have a card. If you can, at a networking event, there's nothing wrong with taking out your phone and connecting right there and skipping the whole card thing. So again, it depends on the person. Do what's comfortable for them. Right? You don't want to be overwhelming with technology because not everybody is. Right? Most everybody in this room, I would imagine you are, and it's fine. But some people are still